Okay, call to order January 11th, 2022 village board meeting. This meeting is being conducted both in person and remotely, and for the record is being recorded. This is Village President Mark Zola, and I am currently at our regular meeting location, Roscoe Village Hall. As an additional precaution, as the current configuration of the Village Hall will make it difficult for us to conduct this meeting in person in a manner that can safely accommodate parties, village staff, department heads, and members of the public, we have encouraged to participate remotely. Once again, any action taken tonight will be conducted by roll call vote. Item 2, Pledge of Allegiance. I will now ask all those present to please rise for Pledge of Allegiance. Given the audio delay issues, we will ask everyone else participating remotely to please keep their microphone on mute for pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mike, do you want?
Okay, item 3, roll call. Clerk, would you call roll, please?
Keen,
Here.
Petty,
Here.
Malakote,
Here.
Gustafson,
Here.
Clock,
Here.
Dunn.
Here. Okay, item 4, public comment. Are there any members of the public that wish to be heard under public comment this evening? If there are any members of the public logged into the meeting this evening that wish to speak, please unmute your microphone, state your name and address, and as always, please limit your comments to 3 minutes. If you are remote right now and you're on a cell phone, you want to hit *6 to raise your hand. Joe, do we have anybody online with a hand raised? Anybody on the floor wish to speak under public comment? Oh, okay, public comment going once, public comment going twice, public comment is now gone. Item 5, President's Report. We have the distinct privilege this evening of swearing in 3 new officers to our Roscoe Police Department. I say new to our department, but each one of those gentlemen bring with them a history of distinguished service in law enforcement. And we are proud to add them to our roster of exceptional officers. At this point, Chief Evans, please bring forth Nelson Lopez, Phil Harris, and Travis Cobra.
We're gonna do one at a time.
Oh, one at a time? Excellent, excellent. The family would like to join them, you're more than welcome to.
Mrs. Lopez.
Keep on making pictures.
Please. So I just need you to raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Nelson Lopez, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Illinois, that I will faithfully discharge the duties as a patrol officer from the village of Roscoe, Winnebago County, State of Illinois, to the best of my ability.
Excellent, no blood.
Yes. Very good. Thank you so much. Oh,
Congratulations.
thank you, Senator.
Thank you. Welcome aboard.
Let me get one quick picture here, and then I can go do more pictures afterwards.
Yes, we're gonna do it.
We're gonna take a little recess and have some cake.
Nope, just a little bit more.
Thank you. Philip Harris and family. Okay. I, Philip Harris, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Illinois, that I will faithfully discharge the duties as a patrol officer of the police department of the village of Roscoe, Winnebago County, State of Illinois, to the best of my ability.
Excellent.
Would you like to bring that?
Gotta sign that if you'd like to get paid.
Trying to get rid of the center so these lights aren't blinding too much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Welcome. Thank you. Well, look, take care.
Travis Colburn and family. I, Travis Colburn,
I, Travis Coburn,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties as a patrol officer
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of patrol officer
of the Police Department of the Village of Roscoe,
of the Police Department of the Village of Roscoe,
Winnebago County,
Winnebago County,
State of Illinois,
State of Illinois,
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability. Thank you.
Who would you like to? No, we'll take a quick picture of everybody.
Get the whole thing in.
Did everybody in there? Give them a little back. Take it a little back. There you go.
Right, I can get it, squeeze a little bit more, perfect. Awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, good. Yeah, and then we're gonna photo booth next door.
Yeah.
After cake.
Get all three officers real quick.
Yeah, there you go. Big guy in the middle.
Let's see, we don't want to.
Big guy's normally in the back. You want them off?
She's right.
She's getting- Sam, get in there.
No, no.
Okay, thank you, Chief Evans, and congratulations. One of our trustees, please make a motion for about a 15-minute recess to have a little refreshment.
Moved. Yeah.
Second, first by Michael Dunn, second by Justin Platt.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear over.
Call the roll, please, for recess.
Thank you. Dunn,
Yes.
Keen,
Yes.
Malakote, Petty, Gustafson,
Yes.
Clock.
Yes.
Dunn.
Yes. Okay, back in session. Item 6, treasurer's report. Steve, could you please give us the financial report?
Sure. Bills submitted for approval tonight are expenditures per list of $318,316. We have payroll expenses of $202,000. $666, leaving cash on hand after payment of the bills of $6,731,171. We have motor fuel expenses tonight of $9,924, leaving cash on hand in the motor fuel fund of $1,215,585.
Can we have a motion to pay the bills?
So moved.
First by Justin Black, second by Anthony Keene. Any discussion? Clerk call the roll, please.
Wait, I thought I clicked raise my hand. This is
That's
Carol.
right. What do you got, Carol?
I just have a question about the liability insurance premium. Is that for the entire year? That 130? Okay,
He said, yes, it is.
okay, great. Thank you.
Welcome. Any other question?
No,
Clerk call the roll, please.
Gustafson,
yes,
Petty,
Yes.
Flock,
Yes.
Keen,
Yes.
Malaco,
Yes.
Dunn.
Yes.
Okay, motion carried. Scott?
Hey, Joe, for the trustees that are remote, who voted yes, can I sign their names to the approval, print it and say approve remotely? So they only sign this.
On that,
Sure. Okay. Thanks.
Welcome. Item 7.1, consent agenda. Approval of the minutes from December 21st, 2021, village board meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
First by Sue Petty,
Second.
Justin Black. Clerk call roll, please.
Malaco,
Yes.
Keen,
Yes.
Dunn,
yes.
Petty,
Yes.
Gustafson,
yes,
Flock.
Yes.
Motion carries 6-0. Motion 8, motion and resolutions, final action. 8.1, approval of resolution 2022-R01, authorizing the village of Roscoe to enter into an agreement with Fairground for professional engineering and construction management services for the 2022 residential streets program for a quote amount of $37,100.
So moved.
First by Justin Platt.
Second.
Second by Stacy Malaco. Any discussion? Clerk call roll, please.
Keen,
Yes.
Gustafson,
yes,
Petty,
Yes.
Flock,
Yes.
Dunn,
Yes.
Malaco.
Yes. Motion carries 6-0. 8.2, approval resolution 2022-R02, authorizing the village of Roscoe to enter into an agreement with Fairground for motor fuel tax fund, professional engineering, and construction management services for the repair and reconstruction of North Frontage Road, North Victory Road, for the estimated amount of $55,040.
So moved.
Second.
First by Stacy Malaco, second by Justin Platt. Any discussion? Clerk call the roll.
Wait a minute, this is in reference to the Illinois Department of Transportation info that we.
That's the next item. So just real quick, I'll address that. What we're doing, item
Hold
8.2.
on. I have a motion on the floor for that's the next item. Let's finish this up. Any discussions about that item? No? Clerk call the roll, please.
Petty,
Yes.
Dunn,
Yes.
Keen,
Yes.
Malaco,
Yes.
Gustafson,
yes,
Flock.
Yes.
Okay, motion carries. 8.3, approval resolution 2022-R03, Illinois Department of Transportation resolution for maintenance under the Illinois Highway Code in the amount of $530,000. Okay, Scott.
All I want to clarify is 8.2 that you just voted on, that's just the standard village of Roscoe resolution to enter the agreement with Fairground.
Okay.
But because the money for both the design and the construction will be motor fuel tax money, this next, the one you're voting on now is the resolution, is an MFP resolution to authorize the appropriation of the money for both. It's the money for design and construction.
Okay.
Any other questions?
yes.
Go ahead, Carl.
Once again, Scott, because I didn't quite hear you, the 530 number includes the engineering costs and our estimate, or this would be our estimate of just the construction costs?
It includes the engineering costs. And
Okay.
and remember, the engineering costs in this case are an estimate because they are an IDOT dictated percentage of construction.
Moving target.
So it's, this is all that based upon Fairground's initial cost estimate.
And help me remember, as Brandon had said, we start this early because IDOT is such a long process.
Correct. Although, Fairground personnel has tried to allay my fears a little bit, that maybe they're, for projects such as this, that maybe it's not as long and cumbersome as other ones might be. It's essentially a maintenance project, and I'm hoping that the IDOT review time is a quick turnaround.
Oh, you call it maintenance, even though it might be that total reconstruction? Or does it matter what we call it?
In,
I can speak to this, Scott, if you'd like me to.
Thanks.
Hi, Carol. So yes, this type of improvements, even though it is technically a reconstruction of the existing roadway, it's a reconstruction of the road in place. We're not really changing the alignment of the road.
Okay.
We're not making any major changes to the roadway itself, aside from the pavement section. So it is classified as a maintenance project under IDOT's categories. So yes, it will go through IDOT review because we are using MFT funds. However, typically on processes like this, we only go through their local roads section. This doesn't have to go through like any major IDOT offices. So the typical turnaround time from IDOT review is 2 to 3 weeks once we get the design and the proposal, the standard proposal book that you guys usually see. We get their comments back in 2 to 3 weeks, and they're usually pretty minor. So
Great, thank you.
let me just lastly clarify on the cost. If you look at the attachment in your packet, that's BLR 14222. It itemizes the total cost estimate of construction, 471,000. Then it itemizes engineering inspection, and materials testing. Those combined to 55,000. So the total estimated is 526,351, and we're putting forward 530.
Can I have a motion for 8.6?
So moved.
Second. First by Justin Black, second by Stacy Malico. Any other discussion? Clerk call the roll, please.
Malco,
Yes.
Clock,
Yes.
Gustafson,
Yes,
Dunn,
Yes.
Keen,
yes,
Hetty.
Yes.
Thank you.
Motion 6-0. 8.4, approval of resolution 2022-R04, authorizing the village of Roscoe to enter into a 2-year agreement with TextMyGov for a direct text communication platform for the quoted amount of $11,000, $6,000 for the year 2022. I have a motion.
So moved.
Second, first by Justin Fox, second by Stacy Malico. Any discussion?
Mark, excuse me.
Yes.
I don't know, is my raising hand figure here showing occasionally or not?
It is, when we're looking, yes.
It is what Joe's looking.
Or Scott.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to
because-
play it.
We're trying to watch, yes.
Okay, because prior to the motion being made, I wanted to make a motion and I couldn't get it in. So shall we go ahead and vote on this, or can I?
I already went through the whole thing there to do that, so we're gonna have to.
I didn't understand what you said. It was kind of garbled.
So I already had a motion, a first and a second, all
Okay,
right?
but I had raised my hand and it wasn't noted, and I had done that before Justin started to praise his motion.
Okay, well, Carol, I didn't know that, so, we'll finish this one, and then if you want
Okay.
a motion, you can. So, clerk, call the roll,
Clock, speak the motion again, please.
To approve 8.4.
please. Against the approve 8.4, actually, 2022-R04, authorizing the village of Roscoe to enter into a 2-year agreement with TextMyGov for direct text communication platform for the quoted amount of $11,000, $6,000 being for the year of 2022. Clerk, call the roll, please.
President Ms. Carroll, is your motion to amend that motion?
My motion was to request that we send this to committee so that there can be a number of questions answered and a demonstration of how this would work. After reading all of the literature that was put on our docs here, I understand that there is a demonstration that would be available. And we didn't really vet this and discuss it at any length when it was suggested at budget. So before we enter into a 2-year agreement, I would like some answers to some questions about this program. So I'm respectfully asking that we send it to committee so that we can do that.
Just procedurally, a motion to refer to committee does supersede
Yes.
that's a priority. So give a second on that, and then we vote on that. Otherwise, the main motion will continue.
Okay, there's a motion on the floor.
Motion to refer to committee.
Yeah, is there a second?
Second.
Any other discussion?
Yeah. Total ongoing is 5,000 a year, 6,000 this year. And then 5, am I correct?
That's correct.
Yeah, 6 and 5.
There's normally a $2,000 setup fee that they discounted to $1,000. We'll lose that. It'll go back up to 2,000, just so you know, because that was an offer that if we entered an agreement by the end of the year, they deferred it to our first January meeting. So just know that if you delay it out, we'll lose that $1,000.
Well, we're already in the first year.
What do you say?
And-
Cost you an extra $1,000.
And for some communities, they waive the fee altogether. This company was just formed in 2019 and it's trying to get its show on the road here. And prices from the communities that I looked at were less than this. So it seems like some things may be negotiable. But aside from the dollar amount, my question centered over some of the other, how we were going to do this, how effective it would be, what the issues were, and how it would all work.
Can we get back to the original motion, please?
Well, there's a motion in a second.
Yeah, clerk call a roll, please.
Okay. Wait, just repeat the original motion, please.
This is the
Your
motion.
motion.
It's your motion, Carol.
This is a motion to send this back to committee.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Clock,
Clerk call a roll, please.
No.
Keen,
no,
Petty,
Yes,
Malaco,
No.
Gustafson,
Yes,
Dunn.
No. Right, motion fails 4-2. And I please go back to 8.4, approval of resolution 2022-R04, authorizing the village of Roscoe to enter into a 2-year agreement with TextMyGov for direct text communication platform for the quoted amount of $11,000, $6,000 for the year of 2022.
Moved.
First by Justin Platt, and I have a second. Second, we already had it. I just need a roll call. Okay.
Who was the second?
Stacy Malaco.
Thank you.
Yeah. Clerk call.
Dunn,
Yes.
Gustafson,
no,
Malaco,
Yes.
Petty,
no,
Keen,
yes,
Flock,
Yes.
Okay, motion carries 4-2.
President to the board, it's worked all range and demonstration at the very earliest opportunity.
Okay, thank you. 8.5, approval of resolution 2022-R05, authorizing the village of Roscoe to enter into a 12-month purchase agreement, equipment and software maintenance agreement with Pitney Bowes for the meter rental maintenance software and support of the Spend Pro C series postage mailing management system for the initial quoted amount of $1,940.64. I need a sip of water after that one. So moved.
Second.
First by Stacy Malaco, second by Justin Black. Any discussion?
yes, questions? Is this an item that's going to be used across all departments or just within Village Hall?
Well, I think we had that conversation, didn't we?
We will have, it's one device, so we'll have one physical location, and I suppose anyone can use it that wants to.
Chief's got some stuff, she can come over and run it.
I do want to clarify that while this indicates a purchase agreement of 1940, that is not what you're committing to. That includes a one-time purchase of equipment of $1,600. The annual commitment is $333 a year.
Thanks for that clarification. Appreciate that. Any other questions?
So did I hear, for example, back to 8.4, you're going to have to send out some mailings to let people know what number to text. So we would be able to do that with this equipment, but if there was a mass mailing with that PD needed to do, they would be able to cross the corridor and use this. And then, of course, their postage would be charged to their accounts, but still they would have the device at their disposal. Yes, no?
I don't know why they couldn't come over and use it.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Okay.
Any other questions? Clerk call the roll, please.
Gustafson,
Yes.
Dunn,
Yes.
Hetty,
Yes.
Flock,
Yes.
Malaco,
Yes.
Kane.
yes,
Motion carries 6-0. Item 8.6, item 8.6, approval of resolution 2022-R06, authorizing and approving the bid specifications for construction documents and bid lettings for the construction of the addition to the Public Works Facility at 5402 Swanson Road. Is there a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
First by Justin Platt, second by Michael Dunn. Any discussion? Clerk call the roll.
Kane,
yes,
Flock,
Yes.
Dunn,
Yes.
Malaco,
Yes.
Hetty,
Yes.
Gustafson.
I didn't get my question in fast enough.
Oh, what was that, girl?
Pardon me.
What was that?
I know we're anticipating extremely high costs just because the world is what it is. If it becomes a price that really knocks our socks off, can we hang on to all of the work we've done with this and wait for prices to level out? Or is that not possible?
Sure, we could always do that, but all things that I'm aware of on the commercial side, they've actually come back down to reality for the most part. So we'll see.
And so the timeline we looked at is maybe anticipating something in March. Was that correct, Scott? This,
That's correct, yes.
okay.
Right, the timeline we have would have the potential award of contract on the March 1st meeting.
Okay.
We can certainly, we are opening a week and a half before that, so we can put together a bid tabulation and architect's review of the bids, and we can send out that information in a memo well in advance of the meeting.
Okay, thank you. So my vote is yes.
Thank you. Clerk, finish the roll.
Gustafson,
Yes.
thank you.
Item 9, new business. A little thing on our new business. Great thing that we did today. Getting 3 of our officers sworn in, right? Excellent. Good job on that, Super Chief. We got a jarhead out of the 3. That's a good thing. That's a Marine. Just saying.
I know what that is.
That and then just a little FYI, I'm not going to really go into any great depths or conversation, but Scott and I had just an absolute fantastic conversation with the franchisee, owner of Clovers down here on the furniture today. It went very, very well. I think we're going to be able to move forward and do some things for public safety out there. One of them being putting up signs, no parking signs down along the road there. First, there's going to have to be some fixing of the shoulder and get it some integrity back, and then we'll be able to go and move forward with that. And then, like I said, we had a very positive meeting. Everyone's going to work together with their civil engineering and stuff like that, so we don't have any hiccups or having to start over. And we'll keep you guys updated as it moves on and goes through the process. But they were very, very upfront and saying, yes, we do realize that there's a problem here and we're willing to step in and help fix it. So they have a pretty good plan and we'll share it with you as time goes on. So felt very good about it. Item 11 or item 10, old business.
Yes, Scott, I have or Mark and Scott, I have a few things. Let's just make this a list, things that have been hanging out there for a while. First, just
You
to
send it to me
remind,
next time, so that way.
pardon me?
Could you send it to me next time, so that way I have it?
Yes, and we'll get it here in the minutes. First, just a reminder, sometime we have to just formally approve those minutes of the public hearing regarding Hidden Creek. Second, we need to purge the executive session minutes. Third, Stacy had mentioned perhaps getting the Lions Club to entertain the idea of moving Fall Festival to Riverside Park. No time like the present to begin conversations with them, especially if there's something that we need to do in the park to make that happen, since we are going to take part of Leland for a splash pad. Maybe we can encourage them to grow it bigger and really get it on the map for something. So I'd like to see that begin, or those conversations start. And then last, we did see that we paid State Line Mass Transit its money. And we were going to review or at least get a contract together, something that is up to date, and identify who is responsible for what. So I'll just put it out there as reviewing the State Line Mass Transit agreement or creating one, as well as the number of representatives we have on that board. So those are outlying items so far for 2022. Thank you.
All right, well, thank you. Anything else under old business? Item 11, public comment. Once again, is there anyone remaining members of the public logged in the meeting this evening wish to speak? Please raise your hand by hitting *6. Joseph, do we have anybody out there?
No.
Anyone in the immediate room? Not seeing anyone. So public comment is now over. Item 12, we do need to go into an executive session to have a discussion about personnel with the village. So can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second. First by Justin Black, second by Stacy Malico. Clerk call the roll, please.
Gustafson,
Yes.
Dunn,
Yes.
Petty,
Yes.
Flock,
Yes.
Keen,
yes.
Malaco.
And then Joe will need both the trustees naturally and.
Yeah. I'm working with her right now.
So everyone, let's head over to my office. Please wear your mask and then take them off when we get in there.
Make a motion to resume.
Yeah, can we have a motion to come back in the open session?
So moved.
First by Michael Dunn, second by Anthony King. No action was taken in executive session. Clerk, please call the roll. Correct.
Dunn. Flock,
Yes.
Keen,
Yes.
Malaco,
Yes.
Gustafson,
Yes.
Petty.
Yes.
Okay. We have a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
First by Justin Black, second by Michael Dunn. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Petty,
Yes.
Gustafson,
Yes.
Malaco,
Yes.
Keen,
Yes.
Flock,
Yes.
Dunn.
Yes.